Think a little bit louder will be good. Like that maybe. I don't know. Hello. Hey guys. So this will be a guide on how to install the Instinct NX chip in a Lite using the 3-in-1 adapter. This is somewhat unique content. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if someone else has a video of this as well. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just do it up. I'm just going through the initialize. This is a customer's console. So, turned it off. Get our ESD wrist wrap on. Make sure your mat's grounded. I would not attempt without grounded stuff. Not worth the risk. You will need a GIS 00 and GIS 00 or a Phillips 00 or at least a Phillips 0 to do these screws. GIS 00 I find works the best, or I think some of them are GIS 000 even. Those are screwdriver tips or bits, by the way, if you didn't know. So the top and bottom for two top, two bottom. Those are the GIS 00s, and then these back four are the tri-wing, aka Y00. Make sure you sort your screws by top and bottom, and then back four. Now, let's go ahead and remove the back shell. There are these little indents here. I'd remove the micro SD and the game card as well if you have yours in. Mine doesn't have them in. This one's a little stubborn. I was thinking about using a tool or something, but I don't know if I have anything that great. You know what? I could use a pick. There you go. The disassembly is a lot easier than the reassembly. The reassembly can be kind of annoying on the lights. It's pretty straightforward for the most part, but once you get to the very end of the reassembly, like putting that back piece back on perfectly, can sometimes be really annoying. And make sure whatever double-sided tape you're using is fairly small when you attach them on chip, because otherwise you won't have enough clearance, and putting the back piece on will be even harder. So then we need to switch back to the JIS and undo these like 4 or 5 screws. It's insane how little screws they put in this one, and then there's like 10 on the other ones. This one doesn't even have a bottom left screw. It's so weird. And remember that this very left screw over here is a bigger, like a brass screw than the other ones, and you don't want to accidentally put that one into one of the other threads. Oh, I forgot this top left one. From here, I would use either ceramic or plastic tweezers. Recommend ceramic more than plastic. And you want to pop out the screen's ribbon cable. Be real gentle. I like to get the tweezer tip just underneath and kind of gently pull it up. Or kind of like maneuver it up, and then you kind of just take it out like that, and then go underneath the battery cord and pop it upwards like that. And now we will take out the copper heatsink, the 3 screws keeping it in. I'm going to use tweezers to kind of get underneath it and kind of just pull up. But this one will actually use my fingernail. This at an angle where I can. And then I'll start to undo the 8 screws or so, 7 screws that are here. This is for the card reader and headphone jack. These things are super cheap to replace if you do break it. Pretty easy to not break, so just go slow and, you know, chill. This will be the last thing we're taking out for this install. Actually, we'll have to take the heat shield off the APU and remove the thermal paste, but other than that, so now we need to get this shield off. A lot of it just came off, but not the whole thing. Let me get this thermal paste off. This is low enough where I'd probably just straight up use alcohol and a brush. Like this. And we need a Q-tip for drying. This one's kind of dirty, but it's okay. You put more alcohol on anyway. I need a cleaner one now. Where did I put all of mine? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I put my fresh Q-tips. That's really annoying. What the shit? Yeah, I have no idea where they are. Interesting. What do I use then? I can maybe use this. Oh, god damn it, I got more fucking thermal paste on my mouse pad. Just kind of cleaning this up a little bit. Just kind of blotting it with this. These are Kim Tack wipes, by the way. And then we're going to clean this up a little bit. And we're going to squirt some alcohol in here and blot it again, actually. And then we're going to try and clean up the mat. Oops. Don't want this in the way. Don't want it to get to like flood the screen or anything. Okay. We need to go into the microscope now. So let's go ahead and put that on. Oh, it's not connected to my PC right now. I think it is now. Yep. Make it a bit bigger. I'll put it on my monitor so I can see it properly. We've been working over here. I need to adjust my lighting here. Okay, so I might want to use another brush here. One sec. I'm try and poke that like thermal paste out. It's a bit cleaner. That's fine. Man, I really wish I knew where my Q-tips were. It's like really trolling me right now. It could be way cleaner. Especially up here. Like, damn. Yeah, I don't know where they went. They might have fallen somewhere. fine. Sorry guys, I'm just dealing with some business stuff. I know these videos are long as shit anyway. You guys need to buckle up. I think that made it worse in some spots, but shite. And I really don't know where my Q-tips are. I just have this dirty one. I had like a whole bunch of them too. That's really annoying, man. Use my finger and it's like gently and go over it. Might help a little bit. I just don't like seeing these consoles roll dirty inside. Whatever. Live with it. Where's my mod chips now? Yeah, I'm just gonna be finding stuff. I mean, looking for stuff this entire fucking video, eh? Sorry. Over there. My Microsoft's kind of fucky right now. I'm gonna put it in a better spot. There we go. Shit's like less crooked now. So I won't be needing this OLED stuff. Or the USB-C adapter. And then I'll need a Lite adapter, which I have here. Some of them are malfunctioning, so hopefully I get a good one. There's a way to test. I forget, because I think the B was like shorted to 3v3 or something. on my malfunctioning ones. However the hell that's possible. So we'll need to pre-tin. Get some flux. And just kind of put it on. It's a bit too much, but whatever. Flux it all up. And then we'll get the iron. Oh wait, let me put these brushes away and these other tools I don't need. Way too much crap right now on my desk. Oh yeah, I need to get my solder roll extended. Yeah, there we go. Then, okay, now we have some solder. And we're gonna pre-tin this. I could have done this under the microscope, but it's really easy. You just gotta put some solder on all the pads. I'll pre-tin this one. It gets again onto all of the pads. Every single one. Don't short any of them to each other, or don't bridge them. I mean, okay, so now we gotta put the pads onto the capacitors, put the ground onto the ground. I'm gonna use some tweezers to help keep it in place. This is a good spot right here. Do the ground first, so it's gonna stay still. And we'll do these. That went real easy. Easy. That's bridged, I think. What the fuck? It's not melting. There we go. Easy. Now, moving up here. We will need to install this adapter. So it goes in right like that. So this was that resistor there, or capacitor, I'm not sure which it is, shouldn't be covered. Then you should be able to see these bottom two, and then this one will be on top of this little these two pads here. There's the one there, and then these pads and this pads. So you should see these four here, 2, 2, 4, 2, and like the resistor shouldn't be covered, and it'll be on top of these. So now what you'll do is get some solder on your iron and just go to the point and apply some heat and solder. good. And then we need some more flux there, as they're not great joints. We just wanted it to stay in place. Okay. Too much. I might have to wick it, but that's fine. Okay, redo them. Ooh, don't bridge them. And then we'll go up here to do these ones. We adjust the focus. Fuck. What the hell? Bruh. This needs a lot of flux. Perfect. Let's do that one too. And I forgot to do B here, so we'll do that now. This one can be really annoying. You kind of just need some solder on your iron, and you kind of just either have to go like from over. Ugh, honestly, wait. It's like on there, but it needs flux. If you ever see your joints getting crazy like that, it's because you need flux. Or more heat, but probably flux. I think it's being an idiot. One sec. Okay, so when these are all good, we can I'm gonna wick that. That's huge. We get a little extra lesson in wicking today. So take a fresh wick and make sure it's fluxed wick, and make sure you put some flux down. But there's already some there, and this shit's flux too, so I'm not that worried. And boom, just saturate it. All gone. Take a little bit of solder and resolder this to the ground. There we go. Clean out with a Q-tip or whatever too. I don't know where mine are, so sorry. Maybe I can get it with this wipe. It kind of worked. Oh yeah, I'm so stupid. I was about to put everything back together. We need to test this. So let's go over here with the microscope. But we need to put the mod chip in. Pretty easy. Make sure the ribbon cable latches are up, and then just slide these ribbon cables or flexes, whatever you want to call them, into the FPC. I think they're called, or like the ZIF FPC thing. ZIF. Okay, so that's all good. Perfect. Let's look here with the microscope now to adjust the focus. Okay, so we're gonna need to check the diode values. But get your multimeter out and put it in diode mode, and put the ground to ground, and then put the positive terminal to 3v3. That's perfect. 846. You want it to be around 800 to 900-ish. Sometimes as low as 500 can be good, but usually over 1 is bad. But sometimes 3v3 will be over 1, and that's okay. So D, nothing. Well, that probably needs to be redone then. And then I would check this D. Interesting. DV3 reads, yeah, so D will have to be redone. A also? No, A works. A was 800-ish. C was also 800-ish. And then B is 3. That's kind of weird. Let's check up here. 3. Let's assume 3 is fine for now. For B, so we just need to redo our D point. So that was that one down there. Yeah, those look kind of gross. Add some flux. Let's get a little bit of solder, not that much. Gonna just go over it. Put some pressure down. Let it cook. Don't bridge them. I'll check it again. Go back over here. Negative to negative, positive to check all of them again. 3v3 is good. D is good now. A is good. C is good. B is still like 3. I don't know. That sounds fine. Okay, so now what we'll need to do is test to see if it's working. For these Instinct chips, if it ends in a green light, then it's working. So let's see. Nothing. Plug it back in. Now we're getting something. Looks like it's working so far. It's good news. Be patient. We're getting greens, perfect. I can show you guys it on the microscope, I think. Yeah, sometimes it goes green. That means it's working. I think it's calibrating right now, like it's doing a bunch of exploits to find the exploit timing. Perfect. So let's just plug in it one more time to do a normal boot. Make sure that's good. Do it again. Ends in a green. Perfect. So, good. Now we need to remove the mod chip so we can put the heat shield back on. Oh my god, this thing will not come up. Okay, there we go. So we need to get the heat shield back on and some thermal paste on there. So first thing we're gonna do is gonna flatten out this side of the heat shield so that it lets the CPU adapter through. Then we'll get some thermal paste and apply it directly onto the die because that makes contact with the shield. Whoops. We shouldn't need a microscope anymore, I think. So I'll make that smaller, and we'll take this light off so it looks kind of shit for when you're trying to see through the camera. And yeah, so we can throw this on now. If you didn't destroy it taking it off, it should just kind of go back on. If some of the sides aren't going on, you need to try and adjust the latches. Or you can look at it with the microscope and try and get the latches in like while it's on. The thermal paste on my fingers, just getting it off. Alright, now we need to tape this onto here. So, get some double-sided tape. This is what I mean with needing skinny double-sided tape, as there isn't tons of clearance. Between the heat shield and the bigger heat shield. Like the APU heat shield and the main console like heat shield. I like to kind of roll it down so I get like a place where it's like properly sticky, and then put like the mod chip on to do it directly. Then I get the skizzers, and I will kind of just cut it off the tape. One sec. So we gotta. You guys can't even see what I did there, but whatever, I can live with it. And then cut tape there. Now we're stuck with this, so we're gonna try and get the other piece off, like the top layer off, so that it's actually double-sided tape. Fuck, I had it and it like trolled me, bro. Okay, I got the little protective piece off. Gotta get it down here nicely now. Make sure it's lined up perfectly with the ribbon cables. Kind of hold it down in place. Try and get it down your first time because a lot of the double-sided tapes aren't that sticky if you like try and move it around like after trying to mount it. Sometimes you can like accidentally move it while you're trying to put these ribbon cables in, so try and just like hold it down. Okay, perfect. Now that it's mounted, we will go for another test to make sure everything's still working. Looks good. Go to green. Oh, put that down a little bit. Put some stuff away. Okay, so what is next? So we need to put back the game cart reader. Perfect. Don't forget to put the latch down. Done that one a few times. I need to bring all my screws nearby so I don't have to reach for them. These ones should magnetize to your screwdriver. If they don't, you need a new screwdriver. Recommend the LTT Precision kit or at least an iFixit kit. I think the LTT is a little bit nicer, but they're pretty close. Probably save some money getting an iFixit kit, and it'll work fine. The LTT main screwdriver is just too big, but it works. You can use the Phillips Zero head for this stuff. I have one here. Oh, I didn't have a Phillips head on it right now. Let me swap it. I actually don't need this magnet bit on it ever. Here's the Phillips Zero. Screw like fell off the tip. Bruh. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. If I'm using it for switches, I like to just turn the neck because I find it's just too big to use in the other way. Yeah, the precision driver is a lot better for this. This stubby even, but the stubby is not great. So next, heat shield. I guess I'll be shipping this one with the 64 gig micro SD. Actually, no, it has its own micro SD. This is the customers. They sent it in with one. So after that's in, we'll need to get a normal piece of Kapton tape or anything that provides like insulation and is like sticky. It's kind of. Oh wait, this tape roll is fucked. One sec. This always happens to me with Kapton tape. Shit's annoying. It's good though. Very good for soldering stuff. Anyway. You guys should recommend brands of Kapton tape. This is like some stuff I got off Amazon. I feel like there's probably some better shit. I don't know. The company looked fairly reputable. I don't know how you pronounce that shit. Let's put it literally right on top of the chip. Great. No. We will put the battery back in. Battery does not want to go in. Check. Okay, there we go. And this is for the screen. Be real careful with it. And this will be your moment of truth, kinda. For the most part, if this next step, the chip works, you should be home free for most of the time. Like 90% of the time. Looks like it's working, and the screen's working. If the screen's working, you're on this screen, you should be good to go. And since the battery's in, you'll have to actually power it off. And then you get the main heat shield. And let's put that hoe on. Remember that extra long brass screw goes on the very left into the motherboard directly. This one. Perfect. Let's do another test really quick before we put the back shell on. Be real careful. Don't want to touch the back while you're turning it on. It's working, so we will put the back shell on. You have to kind of do like the top first. Or to find it doesn't latch on properly, you kind of have to like. Yeah, don't get it caught on the buttons, but yeah. You want to do like the top first. You want it to all kind of latch in. You want it to all be uniform up here, and then do the bottom. Yeah, like that. This bottom isn't wanting to be very uniform right now. I think it might just be the screws. I'm not sure. I'm just hard to tell with these lights if it's like not being uniform because of the screws or if it's just like not on well. These ones are not magnetized, so be careful with dropping these screws. You can get replacement screws for like $1. like a whole set on AliExpress. But they take a while to show up, unless you're Chinese. I wonder how bad the AliExpress shipping to like European countries that are like kind of sort of close by, or like other Asian countries that are kind of sort of close by. I wonder if it's like not that bad. That looks good. We need to put the tri-wings back in. And I don't know if I'll be doing the SD setup on the video for you guys. I could, I guess. Maybe I'll just do the emunand or like a backup. Yeah, I'll move the files over and I'll do a backup. That's all I'll do on camera. The rest of it, I feel like it's kind of a part of the journey, and you guys kind of figure it out. You need to figure it out yourself, or that is also kind of beyond the scope of this video. These screws are also not magnetized, so be careful dropping them. Should have said that before. Okay, so let's do another test. Good to go. Put some tools away. Now we'll need to load the micro SD. I guess I'll swap the microscope view out for my middle monitor view. Now I need Explorer open. Okay, so there's nothing on here. First thing we're gonna do is go to our PicoFly folder, and we're gonna use FAT32 format on the D drive. And that'll turn it into FAT32, and then we'll copy all of this over to the D drive. And what's so big in here now? Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that. Crap. I don't need to copy over everything. Not that. I actually need to put this on my website. One second. This is, yeah, it'll be on my website if you guys need the zip file. It just has everything in here. Let me go post this on everything actually that I have my zip live. um freaking cat. Anyways, this is finally transferred, or just about. Take that micro SD out of my reader and put it into the switch now, and we will boot into HEC 8. Great, and we will go to create, and if it's just your console that you're doing, I would go ahead and actually go to either your console or a customer's console, even, to be honest. Go over to tools, go back up, and then if you have the space, just do a raw GPP, but that's going to be like a 32 gig backup. I can't do that for all my customers. It's just too much space. So what I do is I do an eMMC sys and an eMMC boot 0 and boot 1, because this is all the partitions you need. You just take a donor NAND and then overwrite all of them with these ones. And then you can just format a new user partition, because it can just be empty. is my understanding. Or if you need to put anything in there, you can just use it from the donor NAND and reinitialize. So just do an eMMC boot 0, boot 1, eMMC sys, and you'll get everything except for the user partition, is my understanding. And this should be enough. Even with just the prod info and the keys, you should be okay. But yeah, we'll start this. Actually, we'll do the quick ones first. So we'll do the keys as well really quick before we do the other backup. It's taking forever. What the hell? Boot 0, boot 1's done. We'll go home, payloads, lockpick RCM. And we'll dump from sysnand. Done. Go down to reboot to HEC 8. And we'll just skip the date and time for now. We have our keys there, but now we need an MU NAND and we need to do our backups. So tools and backup and the eMMC sys. It'll take it forever. I'll pause it and then I'll pause it eventually. Alright, it's just about done. We're listening to music now. So that's done. Now I need an MU NAND, so I go to eMMC, create an SD file. I think that'll be it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck.